Headwinds was announced as part of the Escalation roadmap, which runs from January through April. While this patch doesn't promise the most exciting additions compared to what's coming later, it does bring some much needed changes, especially considering that what we've been playing recently is still very close to the base game. In this video, I'll walk you through everything that's new in the Headwinds update. As always, feel free to use the timestamps to jump between topics. Let's begin. So, what's new in this patch? Starting with the elephant in the room, a new matchmaking option has been added, solo versus squads. The patch notes reads as follows. Solo versus squads is a new matchmaking option for our experienced and highly skilled players who enjoy the PvP aspect of the game. Solo raiders level 40 and above will get the solo versus squads toggle above matchmaking to join the squads queue and tackle squads of raiders head-on. When opting in, players will receive 20% bonus XP at the end of the round on both successful extract and defeat. This addition honestly puzzles me. According to the IGN interview with Embark CEO Patrick Söderlund, Embark has previously stated that they are not interested in adding PvP-centric systems like leaderboards, as ARC Raiders, and I quote, isn't about shooting other players. Another detail worth pointing out is the reward structure. Players opting into solo versus squads are going up against full groups, yet only receive a 20% XP bonus. What is a max level player going to do with an XP bonus?
Shove it up your butt.
Personally, I would have liked to see something more interesting here. For example, favorable spawn locations or turning solo players into high valuable targets with meaningful rewards for squads willing to hunt them down. Right now, the incentive feels weak. That said, it is still good to see something new being added. The game has felt increasingly stale since Cold Snap left rotation. Any new way to engage with the game is welcome, even if this edition somewhat contradicts previous developer statements. We'll have to see how solo versus squad lands in practice, and whether Embark builds on it going forward. But on paper, this feels like a miss, and not necessarily something the average ARC Raiders player has been asking for. Moving on to Headwinds' new player project, Trophy Display. According to the patch notes, a new long-term project which requires players to hunt down increasingly dangerous groups of ARC to submit their parts for rewards. Raiders will be able to build a new display case over 5 different steps, similar to the Candleberry project, and each level will add a new item to the display case. The rewards for completing each step include blueprints as well as raider tokens. And full completion also brings additional rewards, including a howl emote, a guitar, and 300,000 coins. There is currently no fixed end date, and it will not be impacted by expedition resets. This isn't much of a surprise. The roadmap already teased a new player project, so something similar to the Candleberry project makes sense. Overall, this is a solid addition with meaningful rewards and a clear long-term goal. Next up is the new map condition, Bird City. The patch notes say, flocks of birds have moved into Bird City, building nests in the empty chimneys. We got some reports of them storing shiny trinkets inside, so make sure to inspect them. This new permanent map condition will be applied to the Buried City map only, which will cycle in and out of rotation weekly. There will be more bird traps and ziplines present on the map. Raiders can expect more combat in, on, or around rooftops, including more flying ARC and more players in proximity. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to test this map condition yet. It doesn't seem to be active as of recording, so there's no gameplay showcase here, but it should be live very soon. Probably. This update also introduces a new outfit to the in-game store, teased in the Headwinds trailer, the SANDWALKER set. The bundle costs 1300 Raider tokens and includes the Boo emote, face paint, and the outfit itself. Here's a showcase of the set and its different color variants. Overall, a great looking outfit. Beyond the headline features, this patch also brings 2 new epic augments, 7 new quests, and a long list of fixes and quality of life improvements. I'll highlight some of the more notable ones. We now have open parties, meaning friends can join you even if you're already in a round. Squad invites have also been added. There are several achievement fixes and a long overdue fix to the Stellamontes Seed Vault extract. No more extraction camping there. Though, let's be honest, players will always find a new way. Mouse smoothing can now be disabled, gamepad rebinding has been added, and voice chat should now be more stable and no longer cut out. ARC behavior has also been adjusted. Leapers move better after losing their legs, shredders are now correctly labeled as scavengeable when pinged, and snitches no longer abort art calls due to lure grenades, something I didn't even know was possible. They also no longer make noise after being destroyed. Spotters should no longer get stuck inside buildings, and players can now dodge roll to remove ticks. There are also several map-related changes. Highlights include the types of containers that spawn condition-specific blueprints have been lowered during electromagnetic storm, hidden bunker, and locked gate. Raised the chances of finding higher tier weapons in weapon cases. Slightly lowered the chances of finding matriarch and queen unique parts in their armor pieces. Fixed multiple containers across all maps that were not interactable. The Buried City musical puzzle is removed. The guitar is now purchasable from Shani, and Stellamontes Night Raid lighting is now updated again, with most lamps turned off now. Finally, there's a short update on anti-cheats. A 3-strike progressive ban system is being implemented, progressing from 30 days to 60 days, and finally a permanent ban. Personally, just permaban cheaters immediately. Bird City? Yes. Cheaters? No. Overall, this patch is a bit underwhelming, but to be fair, Embark didn't promise a big one. Solo vs squad could end up being interesting, but it does feel at odds with earlier messaging about ARC Raiders not being PvP focused. The Trophy Display project is a welcome addition, offering clear progression and solid rewards, and it's great that it isn't affected by expedition resets. Bird City is a letdown for now, simply because it isn't live as of recording, but the idea of a permanent weekly map condition is promising. Still, the sheer number of small tweaks and fixes in this patch is encouraging. What do you think about the Headwinds updates? What are your favorite additions? Let me know in the comments down below. My name is Hart, and thank you for tuning in. Take care of each other when going topside, and happy raiding.